Vikings. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. This one goes off left tackle. Up to the races, middle of the field. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of
yeah. Partner, 100%.
Do it on the ground. It's a good way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the four-quarter boxing match. It's a big game.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. From the gun, here's Darts. He finds Johnston. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
From the gun, it's Tracy. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun this time, here's Darts. Escapes the pocket. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it's good for a New York first down.
You want to become the quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on first down. It's Darts. In the goal line. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. On is Jude Micatomney now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack. 60.
On play action now, McCarthy. Taken in by Felton left side. And he's taken down after a very productive 40-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll run. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Throw here, 3rd down. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Jack Fox will kick it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 17-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4. A handoff to Tracy. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background that every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. We'll go with a design keeper. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play. It typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. How about a big hitter? 40 yards there and a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Back carries here. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this round. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They give it to him again. This is ahead for about 5. Javier Carriquet making that stop.
So Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here.
Here we go, Shaq.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
19, Tiger, 19.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Looking, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. It's a 36-yard look for him. Reichert connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Darts out of the shotgun. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On the quick slant, it's Johnson. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, but they drop it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run and fire play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Kraft has it. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. Get 22 out of that play. And it's good for a New York first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Tracy once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here starts. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Jude McAtamney on for the field goal. A 42-yard
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Giants 7.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
They'll run here on 1st down. He spins right by him. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to... everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuff in the run.
He does it! Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings make it a 9-point advantage. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 28-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here goes Dart to the air. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a pick up to 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
Tracy, the ball carrier. Theo Jackson on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Gain of 6. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's start now. Completed to his running back. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, here's Dart. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's tackled for no gain. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Dart's going to throw again. Escapes the pocket. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made it the perfect time for the first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Let's go.
Tracy crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nicotomney to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
Giants 14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
13 yards.
Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Vikings first down. First and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Intended target was his running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Back to the air, McCarthy. He puts some air under this one, right side. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And the Giants watches the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half.
Will Reichert to kick off.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And he's going to be brought down up to the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. That's him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Giants first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Dart looking to throw. Johnston brings it in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook, wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The draw now. This is Tracy. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield on their own side. Well, anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator is going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
Dart setting in the throw here. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Let's go.
Another carry for him. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, Shaq.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
3rd and 2, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's the handoff. Cuts right. And they're going to keep moving forward, Bob, down inside the opposing 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Hand off to the back. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Hand off now from the gun. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. First call here coming from the shotgun. Darts out of the shotgun. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Giants first down.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play, at least he didn't go backwards.
Back to throw, here starts. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Coming left is Tracy. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Giants first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New York.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go right back to Tracy. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Darts going to the air. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Catch made underneath by the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
17.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Blown back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Taken in by Felton, left side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go, set. 72. Wide, get wide.
There he is on 3rd and short. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. The throw left side finds Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Darts back to throw. The Vikings bring pressure, and they got it. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Looking quickly here.
Johnston. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Now we go. It's Tracy. And forget this 1st down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
Down at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the 1st down he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end in a loss, Brock.
He was taken down.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Back to to the line they go. It's second down. They give it to him again. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings nearing their 6th win this season. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to the well again. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. You gotta say that was a 3-score game now after that, Nick. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Clear start now. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Dart. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Vikings get there, they're going to win this round. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
He finds Johnston. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Nick and Tomley to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10.
34. Giants 24.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Vikings bring in the onside kick. That should just about do it.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back. Fall like yellow on leaves. Fall like an all-white shirt.